Of this conversation on coronavirus for today with a talk on technology. How can you make use of technology? How can you make use of technology in these times where social gatherings are prohibited, where you have to be extremely careful even of your own spouse? I have with me Spiky Corbin Kruma. He's here in the studio to help us with that. Spiky, it's good to have you.
Good to be here.
Okay, so tell us, what can we do with technology?
So much.
I know, right?
A lot. And I'm sure a lot of people are already doing stuff. It's just that they want to know what more they can do. For students who are at home, if your lecturer is probably high tech, he's probably having online classes with you. You can use softwares like Zoom. You can use Google Hangouts.
What does Zoom do?
So it's a video conferencing system that basically allows multiple people to interact in a sort of a conference or a classroom setting-ish. So you all connect to your lecturer. Your lecturer is delivering a lecture on the screen, and then you can ask questions, you can type, or you can talk. But
that's a lot more people coming together to say, let's get one teacher to teach us.
Yeah, I've seen videos where a teacher has actually told their students to log on at a certain time for him to teach.
Okay.
Yeah, and then,
so that if you are in a class, if we have 10 people in the class, for example, we are all home.
Yeah.
We can talk to our lecturer, have a conversation, say on WhatsApp, and talk to our lecturer and say, tomorrow at 2 p.m., can we come to you for this lecture?
Yeah.
And so at 2 p.m., in their individual homes,
they all log in.
They all log in
to the system, and then the teacher can teach. So it's a video conference, albeit data intensive because it's going to be video. Yeah. But yeah. At times like that, we hope that data cost will be reduced.
We hope so. That's a conversation we should have. Find out from Vodafone and MTN and Airtel Tigo and all of them. Yeah,
that would be great. Yeah. So that on the other hand, and then if you want to do some learning on your own, there's so many resources online. So you can go on lynda.com. You can go on YouTube. There's everything to learn on YouTube, except you have to be careful. Not everything is the right thing on YouTube. Right. But then find the right ones and then continue your studies on YouTube. You can actually just Google, search for stuff online. So I want to learn something, I want to find out this. Google has almost all the answers. And then for parents who want to keep their kids entertained, you can also set up YouTube for kids. And play stuff, engaging stuff. Online.
So for parents who have to come to work, like MFR Pao, she has to be here today, but she has her kids at home. What can you do with technology? Well,
so I have done for a friend of mine a system where the kids can actually use the computer while he's away. But
for the whole day?
Yes. But there's parental guidance on it. So he's selected only the websites that he can visit. And if they try to go to any website, it sends them a notification. Now, there's a feature in Windows called Parental Lock, Parental Control. So once you set it up, you create an email account, an Outlook account, or a Hotmail account for all your kids. And then you add them to your account as their guardian. So anytime they try to access any website, now this can even work outside of the quarantine, maybe for the rest of their lives until they're grown past 18. So then anytime they try to access even Netflix, you get a notification that they're trying to go on Netflix. Now it comes like they're requesting for permission to do this. So you can now look at the app that they're trying to use and say, no, my kids can't use this app. And then block it. Yes. So once you set that up, you can leave them with a computer, and trust me, being a kid who grew up with a computer, I can tell you, it is bliss. You'll stay there and you move.
Really? But is there anything security-wise? Because you're leaving your kids, you have to leave your kids at home and there's nobody there. What can you do?
So like I said, this parental control is the best because they can't go to any websites without you knowing.
No, I mean not the kids, but someone else coming into the house.
So you can get smart cameras. We have all these smart cameras that are accessible from outside of the home. When you set these up, you can remotely control it and actually even talk, because some of them have two-way microphones. So you can actually talk to them. They'll hear you, hey, what are you doing? I can see you. And then they hear, okay, Mom, I'm doing, and they can talk back to you too. So if you have some of these smart cameras, or you can even have a smart camera at your door to see who's coming to the house, and smart locks. We actually have smart locks now that you can remotely lock or unlock.
Wherever you are?
Yeah, from wherever you are. You have a SIM card that connects to your phone, so you can decide, hey, I want to let this person in, and unlock the door. I want to let this person stay out and unlock the door.
Oh,
and most of these cameras also have motion detection. So if someone is moving in your backyard and you don't know, it sends you a notification that it sensed movement, and then you can, do something about it.
Sounds interesting. I think we can do a lot more of this as the days go by, because it looks like very interesting times, and we will need a lot more of that one. But finally, I want you to speak quickly to doing this in our offices. How can we reduce human contact in our offices using technology? Yeah.
So I wouldn't have been here. I would have done a Skype.
If we had done a Skype, true.
Or could have emailed you everything.
Okay.
And then walk through and talk to you in your ear.
Okay.
You put in your AirPods and I talk to you and say, hey, Gifty. So I said this, and then you repeat it, and everybody thinks that, oh, Gifty's such a techie.
I'm not.
So basically emails and encrypted FaceTime, encrypted messaging services. Yep. Or you can, if you're big on security, maybe you don't want to share some information over WhatsApp, or you can use Signal or Telegram. Those are secured messaging services.
Telegram and Signal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want a collaboration, platform where all teams can come together and work in the same space online, you can use Slacker. We have Trello, we have Asana, and so many of them.
Okay, we'll explore some of them. I think perhaps during the week or next week, explore some of those ones. Spiky, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So why don't you take advantage of the platforms that technology provides in these times? Reduce as much as possible human contact, and so you will be fine. So Spiky talks about what you can do if your kids are just at home and you have to go to work. There are, you can get smart cameras, like you said, that you can lock or unlock, and you can follow your kids' activities at home. You can set up website controls so that you can monitor what they're seeing, what they're doing on the website. You can set up classes for them with their teachers. So many things you can do with technology. Spiky, thanks for coming.